Hey guys, and welcome back to Ardent Sports. And this is for you, JJ. I'm going to rebuild the Mets. I'm going to do it as realistically as I possibly can. Um, First, I'm going to start off with a pitcher. Actually, no, I'm going to start off with a fielder who I feel would benefit this team greatly. They're kind of struggling in this spot. Um, well, they're struggling in a couple other spots, which causes them to struggle in this spot. So I'm going to start off by acquiring Mookie Betts and seeing what it'll take to get Mookie Betts. So this is the only suggested trade, and it's Jacob deGrom, Jeff McNeil, and Jeurys Familia. So that's not happening. But what I would do, actually, I don't have a problem trading Familia. That one I'm okay with. But Jeff McNeil is gonna be a hard no. I would trade Brandon Nimmo. And Ahmed Rosario is the future, so what if I wouldn't want either of them? What if I can get this to go through? Wow, it actually took. I'm impressed. Okay. I'm good with that. So just like that, we got Mookie Betts on our team now. So next up, I'm going to go with a pitcher who actually just recently won a World Series. And it's not Max Scherzer, but it's Steven Strasburg. So let's see what it would take to get him. I don't hate that at all, especially since we just acquired Mookie Betts. I'm doing that. I like that trade a lot.
Boo.
What's up, JJ? All right. Um, what's the need of this team? Catcher for sure. Team definitely needs a catcher. Wonder. Hmm. There's not a lot of good catchers in the game. That's the problem. Hmm. What would it take to get Contreras? Just hmm. I don't hate it. I definitely trade Ramos just because we then wouldn't need him. I don't want to get rid of Brett Beatty though. And is that Peterson guy? Is he a top prospect as well? He's not. Would you take PJ Conlon? All right. Not a lefty, right? Oh, he is a lefty. All right, so we'll do that. And last player I want to acquire is a pitcher from the Dodgers. That's Dustin May. Jeez. All right, I'm all right with that. Okay. So that's 4 trades right there that I think will actually help out this team in the immediate future. Mookie Betts, Steven Strasburg, Wilson Contreras, and even though I think he might be... Oh, he is starting in the majors. Dustin May. So the pitching rotation looks something... Well, yeah, get Strasburg in there first for Mats. So we're running with the all-righty rotation, which normally you don't want, but in this case I'm all right with it. Now, who has number 37 that is preventing Strasburg from having that number? It's got to be a hitter, or unless it's a retired number. It's got to be a retired number then. Oh well. All right. I'm going to let everything kind of auto-adjust, and we're going to kick into opening day. Auto-fix lineups. See, wow, they actually brought Mookie into play second. I don't even hate that. Brought his overall down a little, but... So we'll do a player lock with Mookie Betts for this game, and then we're probably going to sim up to the trade deadline. See where we stand, see what we need to adjust, and go from there. I think the additions of Mookie Betts and Wilson Contreras alone are going to help this team.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcement. Here's Mookie Betts. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Mookie Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field.
And that's going to be a fly out to center field.
Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
See, this is a guy I might want to look to acquire eventually.
And digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto.
The
0-1 offering. Bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Alonso takes it in, and he'll step on the bag. So coming to the plate, Robinson Cano.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Now the 1-1 to Cano. Well, the second, this could be two.
And that's a double play turn by Betts.
On to first, and they turn
Betts
the
to Rosario to Alonso.
Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Betts.
First. Rosario stands at second with two gone. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles
another flat
waits
center
on
field.
It, and that retires the side. So runners at the corners with two gone. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Let's see what we got.
This
Come on.
one-run game, the pitch. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short. And the two-out threat will not come to pass. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly.
That's not the button I hit, but okay.
First as they can't make the play on him.
Dustin May is warming up in the bullpen.
Mookie Betts. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stung into the gap
There's a
in right
hit.
center for what should be extra bases.
That's a double.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
The center fielder.
So
DMS speed, 75 speed.
a crucial moment here, and standing in, Michael Conforto. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Not gonna
Line
get down?
hard toward right center.
Shit.
Moves to his right
Back
and
it back,
puts
get back.
this one away in the alley. for
Oh.
that number 1. Now it's throw to second, and it turns into a double play. The hit and run backfire.
Well, that's not
And we
exactly
ended up
how
losing
you
that
brought
game.
up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave.
Sorry, JJ. Okay. So let's go up to the trade deadline and just see. The Mets trade Desmond Lindsay to the Braves for Luis Valenzuela. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Trades are still automatic. I gotta change that. Yeah, I don't want trades automatic.
Yay, sure you are.
I tried. I tried. Athletics just acquired James Paxton for Blake Treinen and Jurickson Profar. Interesting. Looking rough. Okay. I know I guess said to send to the trade deadline, but we need help. There's no one really on the open market for that help. So, trades it is. And Zach Wheeler's actually on the trade block. Who's on the trade block elsewhere? I don't hate it. He's not worth all that, though. There, I'll do that. So Gardner is now a Met. We need some pitching help. Not interested in Brandon Drury. Hector Rendon would help our bullpen. Do those, I'll call it Brad Brock. Oh, did it call it for me already, it looks like. Pitching to a 257. Gazelman's going to go down. Brock's going to come up. On top of that, I'll give Rendon or Brock a start or a chance at the closer, but I don't know about that. 614, 596, 446. Dustin May in the rotation, just see how he does. Oh, we went on a nice little streak. Diamondbacks, Gerard Dyson. How's he playing? Not well. No thanks. It's literally the same trade. All right. McNeil is hitting 276. Gardner is hitting 313. Betts is hitting 257. And he got moved to right field. Conforto is hitting 272. Alonso is only hitting 219. Contreras hitting 266. Panic 238. Frazier 240. Rosario 214. JD Davis off the bench 201. Thomas Nido 354. And how is the bullpen doing? See, Brock already got bumped out. He's doing good, though. Okay. Wheeler is still on the block. We're seeking a left fielder and a third base. With 30th at third base. Okay, so let's see who we can find. Is there a third baseman on the train block that's decent? No. He's alright. I don't want him though. Urshela's doing well. Not Urshela. LeMahieu. What would it take to get LeMahieu? Steven Matz, Thomas Nido, and Justin Wilson. Don't hate it. Guess for my backup catcher though, who's actually doing well. What if I had Mesoraco? Dilson Herrera and Rajai Davis. There we go. Okay. Oh, apparently we gave them Jed Lowry at some point. I don't remember who we got, but all right. Next up, I would love to get a solid left fielder. I don't think we could get Soto. Yeah, I don't want to give up Alonso and Gardner. Mike Yastrzemski. What would it take to get JD? Probably a lot. Yeah, Strasburg. Cespedes. I'll give up. Frazier. And give you this guy. If they take this, I'll be surprised. Oh my god. Okay, well we just got JD Martinez. Okay. And yet we're still somehow looking. Well, we're first in left field now. So let's look for second and short. Take those two out. Yeah, because Joe Pank is second base. I'm going to go a little unrealistic on this one. That's all it would take, really? If I can get Contreras out of that, I'm doing it. Put in Smith. Panic. JD Davis makes it even. No, I'll take Panic. Let me take back that starter. And you can have Dom Smith too. Okay. Alright. So we just kind of went and flipped around our whole freaking team. But that's alright. We're 30th now in second. So we're actually lower. But that's not going to be true. Because we do a lineup. Or not lineup. Do a roster adjustment, rather. And where is the son of a bitch? There he is. Edit, because he is primarily a second baseman. Always has been. Review trade block. We're now 12th in second base. 19th and third when we were first. But that's alright. Does it give like an overall of what we are? Probably not. Oh well. He wants 5 years, 152. Two years, 25 I could do. So we just locked him down to an extension. Rondon. Syndergaard. 5 years, 80. 16 a year. Actually, I'll up that. So we got him locked up. We got to lock up Alonso. He's only 24. Let's lock him up. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's lock him up cheap while I can. See if I can get him for 14 a year. Ooh, that ain't gonna happen. 15? 15.5. Let's get him for 15.5 for 14 years. Anybody else I really want to lock up like now? Not really. Okay. So the future has been set for this team for a little bit. Let's still sim to the deadline just to see if we can turn this ship around. I think we just turned that ship around. We just went on a, what, 7-game win streak? All right, let's just solidify the bullpen, and then I think
Welcome
we'll be
to
set.
Inside the Show. It's the wild day that is the trade deadline. Starting off in the National League East, Francisco Lindor launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Mets took down the White Sox 10-6.
So lock up
It was
Chapman.
their 7th win in a row. The Minnesota Twins
Who will
totaled
need a
13
contract
hits
extension,
as a
but that's
team
all right.
as they took down the Fish in Miami 9-4. Matt Joyce collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits, leading the Braves to a victory over the Nationals 11-5. Pablo Sandoval had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate as San Francisco took care of Philadelphia 16-3. The Cincinnati Reds had 12 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-1. Wilson Ramos was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 11-3. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-2. The Baltimore Orioles allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-4. Blake
Bullpen
Treinen
solidified.
earned win number 7 this season as the Yankees beat the Diamondbacks 3-1.
Tyler
The
Basher
Rays
goes down. That's fine.
smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 12-9.
Bullpen is
The
definitely
Astros launched
solidified.
3 home runs as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 8-4. Sean Reed Foley won his 4th game thus far, helping lead the Blue Jays over Kansas City 4-3. The Tigers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 9-0. The Milwaukee Brewers
Happy with the
racked
bench
up 11 hits as a
overall.
team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-4. Adrian Sampson grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 2-0. And that's the show. The trade.
All right, waiver wire. Who's out there?
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, Noah Syndergaard collected the victory in his 12th win as the Mets took down the White Sox 3-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. In
Let me
other news
see if
from
I can
Queens,
snag
the
Nova.
club has made a
I
trade
probably
and have
won't, but let me
acquired
see if I can
closer
snag him.
Josh Hader from the Milwaukee Brewers. And in return, they'll send relief pitcher Robert Gesellman, according to team reports. Jake Odorizzi had 13 punch-outs and earned the win
Grab
as the
Sandoval
Twins
as a
claimed the
bench
victory
bat.
over the Marlins 4-3. It was their 5th straight victory.
And
The Nationals swatted 4 home runs in this one as
Wainwright
they took down the visiting
and
Braves
Orawaka and long
7-6.
relief.
The Giants got 11 hits overall as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park
See if I can grab
5-2.
any of those players. I'd be happy with any of them, honestly.
Chris Archer collected his 8th win overall as the Buccos took down the Reds 2-0.
All right, let's stop there. See what happened.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Joe Musgrove got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, leading the Buccos past the Mets 3-1. Entering the day's action, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 10 games out of 1st. And the Mets are in 4th place in the NL East, 5 games back. Ryan Anderson really cashed
Who did I
in
try
at
and
the
go after? I
dish
don't
with
even remember
3
now.
hits and 6 RBIs,
Severino's
leading
because he's in the
Miami to
minors.
a victory over their
How the hell is
in-state
Severino
rival Rays,
available?
8-1. As of today, the Rays sit in 1st place in the American League Eastern Division. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over 2nd. While the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20.
Sandoval, I know, is one of them.
The Reds combined to give up just
But I'm
5
blanking
hits
on all the others.
as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 8-5. As of right now, the Braves are in 2nd place in the NL East, 1 game out of 1st. And the Reds are in 1st place in the NL
And
Central.
neither one of
they
them
are
are
enjoying
there.
a comfortable 9-game cushion. The White Sox
Check the
combined
Giants.
for 4 total home runs as they got the best of the
Sandoval's
Phillies
not
in
there.
Citizens Bank Park 5-0. Heading into the day, the Phillies are atop the National League East Division, 1 game ahead of 2nd. And the White Sox sit in third place in the American League Central, 11 games out of first. The Washington Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-0. Entering the day's action, the Diamondbacks sit in 4th place in the National League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Nationals sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card.
Some of the September call-ups. We're getting some wins. Definitely still getting some losses. Simsies. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year, but I could be wrong. We made it as a wild card team. All right. All right, JJ, it could happen.
It's officially scoreboard watching season as the regular season comes to a close. Here on Inside the Show, looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-6. As of today, the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East.
Let's play ball. Defense.
We're going up against the Reds. They won that 8-3. Tied at 1. Up 2-1. We won that. We're going up against the Braves. Down 2-1. Ooh, 3-1. Okay, quick manage. Nope, that's not what I meant to do.
What?
That's not what I meant to do either. Okay, well, we got eliminated because I hit the wrong button like an idiot. And the Braves beat the Red Sox. All right, CC retired. Anybody like
And welcome
non-expected
everyone
retire?
to Inside the Show, the best source for all the off-season news
really.
from around the
Okay.
baseball world. Here's the latest
Ichiro,
from around
Pujols,
the
and
league.
Cano all
The
retired.
Braves beat the visiting Red Sox 6-1.
Brock, I'll resign. 2-year. Wheeler. Gardner. 1 year for 7. That's all I got, really. Alright, so I'm going to let those 3 walk. Alright. Anthony Rendon made it through. And so did Bumgarner. Okay. I can work with this. Let's definitely try and lock up Anthony Rendon. $31 a year. 6 years. Who else is around? Wouldn't mind bringing in Didi for him to potentially play third. Give him 10 a year for 3 years. Bumgarner is getting $573. We'll give him $583. Ooh, the Braves are getting in on Bumgarner. Because they're freaking out, could lose this Drew Smith guy. Add him to the 40. We just signed Bumgarner. Don't think anybody else has signed. Apparently we put in an offer to Steve Cishek. Okay. We just signed Anthony Rendon. The Phillies ended up getting Cishek. I'm okay with that because I didn't really want him. We're still the only offer to Didi. Okay, so our offer to Didi is no longer there. Did we sign him? We signed him. Okay, and apparently we signed Robinson Chirinos as well. Okay. This rotation. Anybody else? No? Okay. That's all I really wanted to sign in the offseason. Angels got Donaldson. Royals are interested in offering me making me an offer. Ooh, Jorge Soler. 3.3, 77 overall. I don't need another outfielder, though. Taiwan Walker is a Marlin now. Interesting. Whit Merrifield for Brandon Nimmo and Garrett Whitley. Encarnacion. Ooh, LeBlanc. Get him for cheap. If I could get Eddie for cheap. What did Miami offer him? 1 year 2.6. Or offer him 1 year 5. Do we get either of them? We got LeBlanc. And we got Encarnacion. Okay. Kind of curious to see how this plays out. Sim to the regular season. Now, who got left off the roster? Chapman got left off the roster. Diaz got left off the roster. LeBlanc, May, Davis. Who got wavered? Encarnacion got wavered. And Chapman got wavered. Some changes will definitely be made once I can. It'll probably take a few days. Okay. All right. Now I should be able to bring them up.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East. The Nationals grabbed
Definitely
13 hits
minors.
in the game as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 9-6.
Minors.
The St. Louis Cardinals totaled 11 hits
Minors.
as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 11-9. The Chicago Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-2.
How the
Pirates
hell did
center
we get
fielder,
Mike
number
Yastrzemski?
51, had a great day driving in
I didn't even
5
trade for him.
on
I was
3
going
hits,
to, but I
helping
didn't.
Pittsburgh get one against the Brewers 9-4. The Padres went deep
Mo Eddie.
4 times as they toppled the Rockies
Got one.
7-1.
We got 5
The San
outfielders on the
Francisco
major league
Giants
roster: 2
combined
shortstops,
for
2
a
third
four-hitter
basemen,
as
a
they pushed
second
past the
baseman, 2
Dodgers
first
at
basemen, and
Chavez
2
Ravine
catchers.
2-1.
Okay.
The
We can work with
Indians
this.
got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road 7-3.
All right.
The Arizona Diamondbacks
So
put up
we're
16
2-1.
hits on the day as they took down the Yankees in
I
the
do want to play
Bronx,
one game.
7-4. The Toronto
maybe not
Blue
in its
Jays
entirety, but I
sent
do want to
3
play one
balls
game.
into the seats as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-5. The Chicago White Sox totaled
I'm gonna play a
13
game in
hits as a
Colorado.
team as they
It's going a lot better than last season so far. All right. And let's pitch the game with Strasburg. We'll start with a full game. I don't think I'm going to do the full game, but we'll at least start with it.
Well, the ball should be jumping in this one. We're ready for daytime baseball from Coors Field. John Gray is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you.
See if I can win this
guy's
game.
a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Blackman on the move. And no one will track it down. Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
It's definitely getting down, if not out. And that's out.
Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. A solo home run there for Mookie. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
Batting second.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right.
That's a
And
blooper.
That's in there, base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Here's J.D. Martinez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Gray has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable. There's a swing,
That's gone.
a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 11 for him on the season, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
We want Barrett.
Now batting,
We want
Anthony
Barrett.
Rendon. And you
We
should take a
want
look at the
Barrett.
Uh-oh, I
splits
hear
here.
we want
He's
Barrett on my
actually better
TV.
against
I think I know
right-handed
who's in
pitching this
here.
season. Murphy is there, and he's got it for the first out.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have the chat up.
Now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Mr.
Well, one
Johnny
thing's for sure,
Talk
they
Sports
love what Mookie
himself.
Betts brings to their offense. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Now here's the pitch.
Johnny, maybe I'll do a
Popped up.
Brett Barrett
Murphy
stream for
over
you
to his left,
in the coming days.
and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone.
I'm off
That'll
2
bring
days
up the
next week. Maybe
switch
I'll do a
hitting
Barrett stream
shortstop
for you.
and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Fouled off.
Yo Ardent, have you been keeping up with Dodger films?
I've been watching the softball series. That's pretty much all he's doing anymore.
The windup and the 0-1.
Kind of, I don't want to say he's
Back up
fallen
the middle.
off, but he just hasn't been
And the
uploading
inning
nearly
will
as much.
continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
I did not watch the awards ceremony, so don't say anything about that yet.
Batting seventh.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 3 runs.
They've done one every day up to yesterday.
Steven
Right, they were doing one
Strasburg
every day
beyond the
up
bump
till
for 2 of the
Halloween.
series. What's your take on
Smashed it
Dan?
out the
Snobby!
park.
Want to know if this guy's
They
one of
need
the
to
better
bring back
pitchers
Kid
in the
Boy.
league? Well, how about this? Batters are
How you
hitting
doing, Snub?
and lefties, and I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Batting second.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say
Strike
this
one.
qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
1-1. Tapia is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the
He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
This is line to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Oh, seriously? My internet connection's going on.
Hitting shortstop Trevor
Ah,
Story
please
took an
don't lose the
0-4 in
stream.
victory last night. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
Yeah, after
Damn.
this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you could see why.
Just
this
like that,
place
we're
is known
tied.
as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
The batting average down in the low 210s. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
And Encarnacion will take this to the bag, and the inning is over. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First offering on its way.
Guys, keep me posted how the quality is.
Coming in is Dahl,
if you guys are even able to still hear me and whatnot.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, here's Gardner on his way to second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Gray brings it in, and now they might have the runner caught off second. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. First pitch of the at-bat. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Johnny, Snobby, how you guys doing?
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
What do you think Fireball's favorite kind of cheese is?
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Well, you know, Johnny, I think I'm going to hit a dinger with LeMahieu.
A long foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. He'll try it one more time for second. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And
well, it's not a dinger,
over the wall out there for a ground
but it's a ground rule double.
Maybe a tough break, as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone. Now in the box, J.D. Martinez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And now the runner breaks for the plate, and it's fouled away. He's set. The 0-1. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Fouled away. The 0-2. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts,
What's your
guys?
favorite, Andy?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby.
Flying
out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during
Probably
batting
American
practice.
Dad, Andy.
Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
High in the air and deep to left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 6 and the Rockies 3. Stepping up now, Brendan Rodgers. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one.
Guys, I'm probably going to play another inning or 2.
But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning.
Just because I have to do laundry and do some other stuff before Ashley gets out of work.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Hey,
Here's
Zach,
the
how are
defensive
you?
alignment for the New York Metropolitans.
The catcher.
Let's take a look at catcher.
Hey, Eileen, I'm doing good. How are you?
This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to
JTS.
attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Hey,
offered at that
Snobby.
breaking ball below the zone, and that's a
Hi.
tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it.
Here
coming
go
out
do
of the
your
pitcher's
chores.
hand earlier,
Emoji
making
smiling
sure that
face
it
with
goes
open
up
mouth and
before it
tightly
comes
closed
down. More
eyes.
likely to be a
Emoji
hanger,
smiling
but
face
that's
with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
Three. Tony Walters goes down for the second
I will.
out in the bottom half.
I guess I'm gonna do one or two more
Ball and no strikes.
innings.
I mean, emoji tulip.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Hey, JJ.
Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get
Sorry,
set for
I
the
was just gonna
top
say.
of the third.
Oh, well.
Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of
Johnny,
their
correct me if I'm
bats. He
wrong,
said
but
it's
the
one of
managers
those
or the
games
Mets
where
don't have a new
everything
manager
has
yet,
come
right?
Together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results, it's all working. One key indicator of that: 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that is through into right field for a single. Digging in to try it again, Wilson Contreras. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
I didn't hear anything about it.
Drive hit well out to right field.
I haven't either.
Blackman going back.
Gone.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, JJ's back.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as they open it up to 8-3. Jake McGee is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
McGee.
Standing in now, Brett Gardner. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double.
Hi,
his first time
Zach.
up.
Hey, Michaela.
Here comes the 0-1. That's popped up. And the Mets just keep right on rolling as this is good for extra bases as well. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, Michaela.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Strasburg.
Hey, Eileen.
Stepping in now, Steven Strasburg. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that is down as that could be 2 bases.
Watch our
He
Zach
arrives
Ashley
at
is
second
here.
without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Here's Mookie Betts. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to
Hi,
wave his
Snobby.
arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield.
And that's a double
he's gonna
play.
wave him.
Blackman brings it in, and now
J,
they might have the
MOGI,
runner caught on
MOGI.
second. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. Trying to pick things up where he left off, DJ LeMahieu. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion.
Michaela,
today.
how are
It was a
you?
Fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball.
LOL, emoji eyes.
Now batting, the left fielder, J.D.
I am good, how are you,
Into
Snobby?
the box, J.D. Martinez, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Waiting
And that
on
is
it
out
Dahl.
number 3.
And the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Mets out in front, 10-3. Here's Charlie Blackman now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a
Getting
lot of
ready
strikes.
for a
They might
1
wanna
4-hour
start
stream,
swinging a little bit
LOL.
earlier in the count.
Rendon down to third.
Oh, Snob, you're going live
And
tonight?
the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now
Maybe not 14 hours, but are you going live?
Colorado third, and striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. And he gets around on one and hits it high and
7
deep to
p.m.
straightaway right. And that is off the wall in right field.
Gotcha.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Nolan Arenado comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Nar just a couple of hours.
Tapia, the runner at second with one away. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone. Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Trevor Story
Comes set with the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman,
At the plate, Daniel Murphy. He hit a 2-run jack.
What is your favorite kind of cheese, Ardent?
Ball and no strikes.
I guess it depends on what it's going on.
Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
If it's going on like a sandwich, then provolone.
I love right here. Take the pitcher deep last time up. Now
But
you're
if it's
2-0
for
again.
like,
No way he gets a fastball right
Hit to
I don't know.
third. Rendon is there.
If it's going on like a deli sandwich, then it's provolone. If it's going
Encarnacion
on
at first, and that ends the inning.
really anything else, then I'd say probably mozzarella.
The Rockies push across 2. Both.
It's like a burger, I like mozzarella.
Mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Pizza, obviously I like mozzarella.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rendon. He doubled his last time through. Fouled straight back.
I don't mind
and
the
that got
occasional
up here to
smoked
the
Gouda,
press
though.
box. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners on the move for second. High fly ball out to deep right field. Blackman going back. Gone!
There's the parrot.
So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Home run number 9 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Up next for the net.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Wilson Contreras.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. He swings and misses. Throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Lindor stands at second with no outs. And now the runner's trying for third. Offered at and missed.
He's out.
Here's the throw. It's a good one to Arenado, and he is out trying to steal third.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for
That's why I
second.
love playing in Colorado.
And he'll reach second now with one away.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Standing in now, Brett Gardner, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. this is line to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Steven Strasburg.
Stepping up now, Steven Strasburg. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Blackmon's after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets lead it 12-5. Now at the plate, David Dahl. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Lots of baseball left.
Hey, Johnny, I don't know if you're still there, but the Royals just declined their option on Alex Gordon, making him a free agent for like the first time in his career.
One of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swung on and missed.
So Royals are clearly planning to move forward, get younger.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So
I really thought he would always be Royal.
He'll look to bounce back
Same,
after striking
honestly.
out his last time up.
All right, guys,
Yeah,
I
always
am going to
frustrating
end it
go
after
down
this
one
half
hit.
inning.
Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled.
So I
Look
do
for him to
appreciate
be
everyone
on
for
the
hanging
attack
out with me
early
today.
in the setback.
I might go live again later. I don't know yet.
Swing and a miss
But
on the
if I
changeup, and
don't,
there's 2 gone.
again, I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. It is the #1 way to help out the channel. Be sure to check out everyone in the chat, Hunting and Stuff with J&J, Eileen, Snobby, Johnny Talk Sports, vlogging and stuff with Michaela. I'm forgetting somebody. I know I am. I just can't think of who. But everyone who's been here today, thank you so much. JJ, I will keep you posted on how the Mets do. Not like I don't live with you or anything.
Swung on and
We are not done yet, as that is a solo blast.
Looking up is Contreras, and that one is gone. On a
Did I say looking up is Contreras?
with 2 away in the inning. Stepping in now, number 56, lifted down the line in
Hold
This
on.
might be it right here.
and that will end up a foul ball.
Kind of thought he was going to catch that. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind
Oh,
first,
my gosh.
But this will land untouched. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2
Ladder
pitch.
Sack, say hello to
Another one
Ashley.
sent foul.
Will do, Snobby. I will see you on
6
your stream at
runs,
some point
6
later
hits.
tonight.
No
I don't know
errors
exactly
in the
when
ballgame for the Rockies
I will
thus
be there,
far.
but I promise you I will
Shot
be
here
there,
out towards short.
at least in the
Off-balance
chat.
throw gets
And
you.
guys,
Nice
that
play
is
there
it
as
for
the
this
side is
game.
retired.
Again, I
So
appreciate
it's
everybody
1
hanging out
run
today,
on
and I will
1
be
hit
talking
with
to you
the
all
home
later.
run. No errors.